STICKERMANIA from Louisville, Kentucky, Saturday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, our usual Saturday night live stream. How's it going out there? We were at Kentucky Kingdom theme park this afternoon. Sticker teenager, never been on a roller coaster before. I stayed away from the wooden roller coaster, but all the rest of them went on it. But I did go on the Ferris wheel. When you're at the top, you can see about 15 miles away in Louisville. You can see downtown Louisville and every direction. It's pretty amazing, and what wasn't that scary? The great big giant Ferris wheel. Anybody watching?
A little bit of Scrivener said hi, Sticker.
How you doing, Patricia? Yeah, we didn't advertise we're going to be on tonight because we were there for many hours this afternoon.
Hello, Frank, Travis, and Sticker granddaughter Thomas Crook said that.
Thomas Crook, how you doing, Thomas Crook?
Uncle Paul said I got dizzy just watching it.
Oh, of Sticker teenager on the pirate ship. Yes. How you doing, Uncle Paul? Got any new videos in the can? I'm sure you do. Uncle Paul's Beatles Pop Playhouse. If you haven't subscribed to him, give him a subscription and it'll help him out a lot. Thanks.
Danny Goldstein said hi, folks.
How you doing, Danny Goldstein?
Dave Evans.
Dave Evans. How you doing?
Hi, Frank. How's it going?
Couple notes. They said this week that Ringo Starr has been the only solo ex-Beatle to land 2 #1 hits from one album. And he also had number 5 with Oh My My, 1973 to 1974. He is the only solo Beatle to ever have 3 top 5 singles from the same album. And they're going to release the Ringo album on Record Store Day in a colored vinyl. I don't think I'll be getting it. I have the original pressing of Ringo, but I'm sure it'll probably sell. Have you guys checked out the new, it was released 2 days ago, All My Lovin' from the February 11th, 1964 Washington Coliseum, where it's been colorized and the sound's been improved. It's pretty amazing. The guy working on it says he's working on doing the whole concert, but it's going to take him some time. Thought the sound in the picture was amazing. You could tell where all the jelly beans were on stage. You could see Mal Evans right behind them when they're performing the song, crouched down in case he needed to jump up on the stage and help out. Pretty amazing show from the Beatles. First concert in America, February 11th, 1964 at the Washington Coliseum. The Washington Coliseum I think it still exists, but it's not a Coliseum no more. Yeah, I think they turned it into a mall. I think they turned it into an indoor mall.
Polly said hi, Vinyl Gang.
How you doing, Polly?
Uncle Paul says season 2 begins Friday, 22 minutes on Hey Jude single. Thanks, Frank.
All right. Uncle Paul's got another one coming out next week.
Next Friday.
Next Friday on Hey Jude, 22-minute video, so check it out.
T-Shirt Express said, good evening, everybody.
How you doing, T-Shirt Express? We're going to give away one of your shirts with 3 trivia questions here in a little bit.
Danny Goldstein said, got the Hey Jude package. Thanks, Frank.
All right, we got it to the right place. Good job.
Mikey Regula said, hi, Sticker family and friends.
How you doing, Mikey? You got your shirt on. Mikey Arugula. Me and Mikey Arugula going to be at the Fest, Everything Fab 4 Fest on November 6th through the 8th. In Asbury Park, New Jersey. Mike and I will be having a curated vinyl and memorabilia collection out there in the Crystal Court. So I'm looking forward to that.
George Music for All Seasons said hello to all.
How you doing, George? From all music seasons.
Johnny Ramone said yo yo.
Johnny, yo yo yo. Let's see what other notes I got. Perry Cox sold some high-priced items today. The 1979 Love Comes to Everyone picture sleeve from George Harrison sold for $6,766. The Beatles 1964, when it was a George Martin picture sleeve for A Hard Day's Night, George Martin Orchestra. They call it the airport sleeve. It's a blue sleeve. It went for $2,745. And there was another one that was put up last week, and I made the right offer on it. So I have that rare Beatles picture sleeve from 1964 coming. In the next week, I'll be taking that to New Jersey and putting it in my little display case to show it next to my Can't Buy Me Love. I don't have my Can't Buy Me Love picture sleeve with me today. Perry Cox sold the Beatles versus the Four Seasons, a mono, 1964 with a poster for $2,255 today. And he sold a Third State butcher cover, an East Coast #2, for $5,355. So the nice peeled butcher covers are not going down in value. He also sold the rare orange cover of the 1964 Savage Young Beatles that has Pete Best on it. He sold that for $5,100 today. What'd you think, Mikey, of that unauthorized Beatles pencil clutch purse that went off yesterday for $5,200? That's pretty amazing. I made a bid at $333 with 2 seconds to go, and I got blown away. Did you make a bid on that, Mikey? Guess it was a pretty rare, unauthorized Beatles memorabilia item. Let's see a few other notes before I give away this. I have his trivia questions. Chapel Rome performed before 40,000 at the next to the Rose Bowl. They have a stadium, a little smaller stadium than the Rose Bowl, and she performed before 40,000 last night, and she's performing there again tonight. Paul McCartney is performing at Coors Field in Denver, Colorado tonight. And John Loge, 82, passed away. Rest in peace. He was in the Moody Blues. He was the bassist and one of the singers. Name was John Lodge.
Mikey said the purse was ugly. No, did not like that purse. Had an upright base.
So he didn't make a bid on it?
Said it was ugly.
It was ugly, but that was part of the charm. I thought you would have been all over that. You like things that are a little bit ugly and a little bit strange. I don't mean anything by it, but you know I'm just joking with you.
I took it that way.
All right, a couple other things. Rolling Stone magazine put their top 250 songs of the 21st century out 2 days ago. And here are some of the highlights of some of the new performers. These all had to be songs that were released after the year January 1st of 2000. Shabuzi was at number 236 with a bar song. Taylor Swift had about 4 songs in the top 250. Sabrina Carpenter was 167 with Espresso. Eminem had 2 songs, Stand at 121. Lady Gaga was 102 with Poker Face. Dua Lipa had a song in the top 250, Levitating. Charlie XCX had one of them at 86, Vroom Vroom. One of my favorite songs from the last 25 years, Outkast, Hey Ya, was number 82. I love the video of Hey Ya, where it's a takeoff of the Beatles being on Ed Sullivan for the first time. Bob Dylan was at number 61 with Things Have Changed. Amy Winehouse was number 46 with Back to Black. Olivia Rodrigo, another new artist, was at number 38 with Driver's License. And show me the Chaperone sign. Chaperone, the 21st, at 21 with Pink Pony Club. She is already in the top 250 songs of the 21st century. So way to go, Chapel. Lady Gaga was number 21 with Bad Romance. Number 18 was Billie Eilish with Bad Guy. Have you guys seen the short video where Billie Eilish is attacked from behind when she's going out giving her high fives and her selfies, and the security had to rescue her real quick? That was pretty scary. Britney Spears is at number 9 with Toxic. And the Jack White that we saw at Bourbon and Beyond a few weeks ago, the White Stripes, was number 4 with 7 Nation Army. And that's a song he closed with when we saw him in performance at the Kentucky Fairgrounds. And the number 1 song of the 21st century, according to Rolling Stone, is Missy Elliott with Get Your Freak On. What do you guys think of those songs in the top 250 already of the first part of the 21st century?
I think they're good.
Let's see. I guess we'll be doing this trivia question here in a second, and then I'll show some things.
Danny
You guys
Ghost-
ready for the trivia question?
Danny Ghostman said Mikey could have paired it with his ugly Paul doll.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You have some ugly looking things there, Mikey. That clutch purse would have looked good side by side.
And Daniel Castillo said, what are your favorite memories of Get Your Freak On?
Get Your Freak On. I don't have many memories of that song, but I asked somebody at the grocery store. They said that was a big thing. Get Your Freak On, Missy Elliott. What year was that? Was it 20 years ago?
1991.
1991. How's that the 21st century? When did the 21st century start? 1990?
Yep.
You know this for a fact?
Yep.
Or are you just making things up?
No, I'm not. I'm not making nothing up.
I think you're making things
Look it up.
All right. Did you already look it up?
No,
All right.
I'm smart.
All right. Sticker granddaughter seems to know all the answers tonight. Maybe she'll know some of these trivia questions. All right. These are all to do with the Beatles cartoon series that came out on ABC in 1965. I have a medium, a large, and an extra large. You can pick which shirt you want.
It's 2001.
2001. So see, the 21st century had to start in 2000. This is a large, a blue. This is a extra large on the Drive My Car. And this is a medium. All right, here are the 3 trivia questions. How many actors, first question. How many actors voice the 4 Beatles cartoon character voices in the series? How many actors did the 4 voices of the Beatles for the cartoon series? Number 2, what was the last song that the Beatles recorded that was on the cartoon series? The last song the Beatles recorded, they made a cartoon of this song. And number 3, the series cartoon series was rerun where in 1986? The whole cartoon series was rerun in 1986 on what TV station? Got to have all three of your answers in the same message. Do it again. How many actors voiced the four Beatles in the cartoon series? What song? Beatles song.
Uncle Paul's Pop Playhouse. See if he's got right since he knows about that.
Where's Uncle Paul? Uncle Paul. Uncle Paul is the winner. Way to go, Uncle Paul.
Why did it take you so long to read?
It's just small print. How many actors voiced the four Beatles voices in the cartoon series? There were two actors, Paul Frees and Lance Percival. What song was the last Beatles song recorded that they did a cartoon show of, and that was Penny Lane? Strawberry Fields and Penny Lane. Fields was recorded in November of 1966, and Penny Lane was recorded in December. Yeah, December of 1967. That was kind of a trick question. Uncle Paul got it though. And the cartoon series was rerun on MTV in 1986. Way to go, Uncle Paul. Do you want a medium, a large, or an extra large?
Yay, Uncle Paul won.
This is a medium. This is a large. And this is a extra large. Drive my car. Let us know.
He said large.
Large. He gets this one right here. These two go over back in the box.
Thank you very much, Uncle
Thanks.
Paul.
Way to go, Uncle Paul.
Yay. We will.
I figured since he had that cartoon where he had
Yeah, he'd already done a bunch of research on it.
Yeah, so I figured he'd be the one to...
Way to go. All right, a few things to show. Got a complete set.
Oh, Mikey said, very tricky. I say go to the tape, dispute. Because he's probably talking about the Penny Lane. He said Strawberry Fields, and you said Penny Lane.
Well,
so.
Penny Lane was recorded after Strawberry Fields by a couple weeks.
Records and Trent said he drank coffee so he could make it to tonight's stream.
All right. That's the 14-year-old. Can you drink coffee when you're 14? I guess you can.
Yeah.
So I got a complete set of what was in a BC-13 from Germany, audiophile pressings from 1977. I've sold quite a few of these already on my STICKERMANIA 2853 eBay store. When you can find it, show it. I've got a lot of these already posted. I sold 3 of them already today.
First?
The what?
Which was finished first is what Mikey said. I'm guessing he's asking about the...
I don't know. I'd have to go into detail. I just know the Strawberry Fields was started in November and Penny Lane wasn't started until December, but I'm not sure which song was finished first. Mikey is causing... Mikey, I'll just have to bring you a shirt to New Jersey. Uncle Paul won that. He's done his research. All right, here we go. Please Please Me with audiophile pressing A2, B2. The same metalwork as Dub Beatles from 1973. Got a With the Beatles. That's not, according to Andrew from Polygram Auctions, he says the With the Beatles from the UK is better than this one. Hard Day's Night is a A1, B1. He said that's tied with the UK on an audiophile pressing. Beatles for Sale, A1, B1. And of course we know, Mike will tell you that the UK tube cut -1 blows everything away. And yes, Mr. Moonlight is on this pressing. This is not a 8 unipack cover like the UK. It's only front and back. So it's a little different. Help is an audiophile pressing. It's already sold. A2B3. One of the best pressings, stereo pressings of Help that exists. Rubber Soul is a A3B2. That's cool. It's got the original German polyline inner sleeve. We'll be bringing that to our Show Me the Beetle to November 6th through the 8th at the, one more time, on the EF4 Fest. That's how you can get a hold of it to get tickets, ef4fest.com. Everything Fab 4 Fest celebrates the Beatles' Rubber Soul November 6th through the 8th in Ashbury Park, New Jersey. Me and Mikey Arugula will be there.
Me too.
Yep. Rubber Soul. According to Andrew from Polygram Auctions, I played the second side of Rubber Revolver today. When I was doing my mini trampoline, I also went out and jogged a couple miles today. Not bad for 71. The Beatles Revolver, probably the best pressing ever, stereo pressing. Before auto-tune and everything else, this is the way you hear the Beatles, really the way they were on Revolver. What a great album. And it has a A2B2 matrices. I sold 2 of these Sgt. Peppers in the last 2 days from the German pressing. It's a A1 B2. And Andrew from Polygram Auctions also says this is one of the best pressings of Sgt. Pepper, not including the Nimbus Supercut and the Audio 5, which I've had before. They're getting to be too expensive to buy now. They're $5,000 to $7,000 a piece. Sgt. Pepper. There's the White Album from Germany, 1977, and Yellow Submarine, and Abbey Road. I got original Abbey Road UK behind me I'm going to show, and Let It Be from the 1977 Germany, and the Beatles Rarities. I haven't checked to see if this pressing has a true stereo version of Rain on it yet. We are busy at Kentucky Kingdom today.
Henry said, try to send you a message, but comes up as it doesn't exist. Did you put the underscore in Mr. Underscore Sticker Man?
You have to have an underscore if you get a hold of me on my Yahoo, on my YouTube email address.
All right.
Mr. Underscore Stickermania at yahoo.com.
And Uncle Paul, read Uncle Paul's question.
Wasn't the question the last song recorded that was a Beatles tune?
Yes.
Okay.
What was the last Beatles song that was recorded that they made a cartoon of for the cartoon series?
So it wasn't what was completed first. Danny Gosson said, never mind. Astro Jeer said, hi Frank, what do you think of the New Wings
I do
coming
not.
out next month?
I don't have the new Wings compilation. I have enough greatest hits of Wings already, but I have the Wingspan and quite a few already, so I won't be buying that. But I think it was pretty cool. They put out a Blu-ray of the Wings greatest hits. All right, some other things to show. We got all these songbooks I got in on a lot. These are all original 1960 songbooks, Beatles songbooks from the United States. Hard Day's Night, Beatles 65, Beatles 6. They are holding on to a microphone on that picture. Beatles Story. Got 2 kinds of Help. There's Beatles with the Help on the cover, and the other one had a picture of Ringo on the drums for the cover. Yeah, I don't think they had that was the cover of the Help songbook. So they're two different ones. Rubber Soul. Be taking that to New Jersey with me. Mikey, I want a great big 57 by 40 inch tapestry of Rubber Soul. I thought we could put behind us there in New Jersey. Yesterday and today, just got the trunk cover on the front and the back, and no, the butcher cover pictures are not in this songbook. Songbook must have been made after the butcher cover up. Revolver. This is the one that's got the pictures of the bee. No, these are the blue pictures. These are the pictures where you don't see their zits and everything, airbrush pictures. And then Sgt. Pepper is the one that has the pictures where they're not airbrushed. And I got, where's the other one I showed last week? I'm not seeing it right now. Oh, there they are. I don't have George, I got John. And Ringo, and Paul McCartney.
John, but no George. What the heck?
I'm missing it, that one picture in there. It got lost over time.
Uncle Paul said, did you pick up the green vinyl Abbey Road?
Did not pick up the green vinyl Abbey Road. Was that at Target?
John H said, Beatles 6, they're holding onto a knife cutting a cake. Daniel
So
Castillo
that's
said,
what it is now, a microphone. He's got a cake or a knife and they're cutting a cake.
Daniel Castillo said, you heard about the Chess Records reissues from Analog Productions.
This looks like a microphone. Maybe they did several pictures. That's a microphone.
That's a cake. That's a knife. That's a cake. Let's see how it's like going down.
I want to see.
It looks like a cord from a microphone.
Nah, it's a knife going straight down into a cake is what it looks like to me.
You don't see like a cord there?
It looks like a cord, but
I guess you're right. It must be a knife. I'll stand corrected.
I think it's a knife. They're all holding it down.
I assume it's a knife because my dad said so.
All right. It is a knife.
That's just what I think. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm not nobody, but
It's kind of like the controversy of Chapel Roan when she was on, what show was she on? And she did the little move on Pink Pony Club. Was it the Grammys?
Jimmy Fallon.
American Music Awards?
Jimmy Fallon.
I think it was American Music Awards.
Jimmy Fallon.
And she did a little risque move with her hand. But my Uncle Paul doesn't think she did it. Kenneth Womack, Dr. Kenneth Womack, I'm through half of this.
He said the Grammys, what Uncle Paul said.
The Grammys, where they had the clowns. Is that right?
Sure.
Where she won the best new artist for the Grammy, yeah. That was it, with the clowns. And one of the clowns was, behind her at the beginning was one of the dancers that's in the background of Taylor Swift's new video.
He said that Dan Golson said there's a picture of him cutting the cake, so that's definitely a knife, is what he said.
All right, thanks. So I'm halfway through this book by Dr. Kenneth Womack, Living the Beatles Legend, The Untold Story of Mal Evans. Boy, it's the diaries of Mal Evans have the warts and all. They don't hold anything back in this book. Where some of the Beatle biographies, you can tell they hold certain risque stories back, but this one's got them all in it.
Okay, there's some comments, so you need that.
All right, go ahead.
Daniel Castillo said, you heard about the Chess Records issues from Analog Productions.
Chad Cassim?
Chess Records.
Huh?
Chess Records.
Oh, Chess Records, yes.
That influenced the Stones and Zeppelin.
Yeah, Chess Records. All the different ones, Muddy Waters and everything, yes.
Orioles.
The Rolling Stones recorded, in their first couple tours, recorded a lot of songs there at Chess Records there, studios in Chicago.
Orioles 1 said, do you like Weird AI Yankovic?
Weird Al Yankovic.
Weird Al Yankovic. Yeah, I like Weird Al.
And then John H said, you gotta love Weird AI. Danny Goldstein said, it's so easy to forget how young the guys were that they still had zits.
Still has zits, yeah.
Astro said, Frank, what is this Ashbury Fest? When and where? Still waiting on Beetle Fest dates for 2026. Well, can I read it first?
Yeah, we don't know if there's going to be a fest for Beatle fans
Mikey said no more fest.
New Jersey, so this could be taking the place of it. So you better buy some tickets and get to Asbury Park, New Jersey on November 6th through the 8th. Mr. STICKERMANIA will be there with Mikey Arugula. They're going to have the weekly, a lot of the same acts and the bands, and the Bruce Spicer will be there, the Weaklings, the Black Ties, Max Weinberg, and there's a lot of other people, I guess, that if you go to this website, you'll see all the guests for those 3 days. The Talk More Talk with Ken Michaels are going to be there. They're going to do a panel discussion. Almost all the panel discussions, interviews are going to have to do with Rubber Soul. But they like it that I'm bringing my butcher covers with me because it's about the same time period, just a little bit after Rubber Soul. Rubber Soul was a Christmas of '65, and then they took a 3-month vacation, and then they went into a studio and did the pictures that ended up on the butcher cover.
So do that. Astro, he asked about the...
Yeah, Astro said, Frank, any interest in the upcoming Stones Black and Blue box set?
Black and Blue box set, I have some interest. It has a lot of a good live concert on there, and it has some outtakes, Shame, 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 and some other things from Black and Blue. This is my original sealed 1975 Black and Blue. It originally sold for $4.99, and it's got that title hype sticker on the back. Sealed from corner to corner with no flaws. That's on my STICKERMANIA 2853 eBay for store for sale. All right, we talked about Black and Blue, Led Zeppelin second. Just got this in today. A Led Zeppelin, still in the factory shrink, first press, 1970. Led Zeppelin 3 with the hype sticker, and includes a song, Immigrant Song. It was reduced to $4.19. Really tough to find this gatefold wheel cover, still in the factory shrink there with the hype sticker. And it's the first press, 1970, that has in the dead wax, excellent condition. This was a saying from Jimmy Page: do what thou wilt on one side, and the other side says, I think it says, so be it. So mote be it. Only Jimmy Page knows what all that means. Jimmy Page was the mastermind behind these albums. There he is on the back. Jimmy Page, Robert Plant, John Paul Jones, and John Bottom. Hammer of the Gods. They got all that new live stuff that came out from 1975 for the houses, or for the physical graffiti. In my opinion, the best live stuff was done was in 1973 at Madison Square Garden for The Song Remains the Same. Check out the videos. Led Zeppelin is in full form during those 1973 performances. That's one time when Jimmy Page wasn't jamming. He was pretty much playing the song close to the way that it was recorded. Where later on in 75, it was all completely different. Led Zeppelin.
That is a great copy of Black and Blue original pressing.
Yep,
Mikey said great album too.
That's original pressing.
Frank, is it a Monarch pressing?
It is a Mastercraft. Oh, I know what you're saying, Monarch. You're talking about Led Zeppelin? It is a RI pressing. Is that Rhode Island? RI. Mikey, did you see this butcher cover that I bought that they computer generated to make both of them show on the same slick, and then they pasted it on a old original Yesterday and Today mono cover. It's a pretty cool, different thing. I'll be bringing that to New Jersey with me. Show next to my original first state, second state, third state, and fourth state butcher covers. They're all locked up right now, saving them for New Jersey. Got a couple Beatles and Tony Sheridan imports. This has got all the Ain't She Sweet, Sweet Georgia Brown, everything. Beatles first on Tony Sheridan. And it's a pressing from France. Impact. And then this other one I have, I think is a Polydor Brunswick. Brunswick's out of Australia. Pop Giants, the same songs of the Beatles with Tony Sheridan. Pressings from all over the world, France and Australia. Showed that. Here's a couple original pressings that I just got in. A excellent condition Sgt. Pepper 1967 England. It's got the flaps on the top part there, laminated cover. It's not the wide spine. Got the psychedelic inner sleeve that says printed in England on the bottom. The thick cardboard cutouts. And the most important, a hardly played, excellent condition, first press, -1. This is when stereo was in full force, 1967. They were pressing these with the stereo sounds, panning out so that you really got the stereo experience. The Summer of Love, 1967. I would have been all of 13 years old. And a first press from England, laminated cover of Abbey Road. It's the way you want the cover and the pressing. So much better than the USA. No Her Majesty on the back. Got the original black inner sleeve. The dark Apple label with -2 on side 1 and -1 on side 2. It is also in excellent condition. These imports are getting tougher and tougher to get now because of all the new tariffs and duties and all the different import fees you have to buy to get a hold of these pressings. What did I not show? Sergeant Pepper second. We got a USA and a UK, so I can show you the difference of the two different covers. That's a first press from the United States, and that's a first press from the United Kingdom. Big difference. Any questions? Dear?
No.
Sergeant Pepper, to close us out, we'll show some Sergeant Peppers. That's a Sergeant Pepper uncropped picture with the cowboy over here. It's not Elvis. It's the cowboy that Jan Henworth, the wife at the time of Peter Blake, she wanted that wax figure in the photo, but it didn't end up there. And you can see there's a little more on each side. Got the, I'm gonna need help getting this one thing in there, maybe.
North Carolina vinyl picker said, "Evening, Frank and granddaughter."
How you doing, Arthur?
Daniel said, "Are you getting the Sinatra Tone Poet coming out next month?"
No. I know that a lot of people are, though. This is the 1987 3D display, rare display for Sergeant Pepper in Canada. You got the back, you got the middle part, and you got the drums all the way up to the front. Never seen another one of these before. A 3D display for Beatles Sgt. Pepper, the 20th anniversary in Canada. And we got this from Beatle Ron on the East Coast. Mikey Arugula got one like this. It's got a, that's what the butcher cover looked like before it was cut and put on the cover, pasted on. Incredible, what's it say there? Incredible, the original cover for the Beatles yesterday and today. The exact scale print of this ill-fated cover design was produced with the actual artwork used to make the original LP jacket, including printing guidelines and art litho information. I collected and made 1,000 copies of this print from the original negatives. All right, I think I showed about everything. Rubber soles, so they, you had the orange one.
Oh, the orange one. Here, let me say a few things. North Carolina vinyl picker said, "Doing great. Went to record show in Charlotte today." Mr. Charles Wright said, "Hello, Frank. Do we have to pay to get into the New Jersey event?" If so,
Yeah,
how
the New
much?
Jersey event is, the first day I think is $70. And then at the second and third day or longer, so it could be over $100 on Saturday and Sunday, and then you can buy a 3-day pass. I think it's for $316 if you go for all 3 days.
And Mikey, Astro, and John H. are appreciating your show, saying how good it is.
Who?
Mikey, Astro, and John H.
All right, thanks. Appreciate that. We kind of rushed it because I had to get Sticker Teenager. I had to get him to Kentucky Kingdom today before the weather. It was perfect today, about 74 degrees.
Nicole wants to know how much for the Abbey Road and Sergeant Pepper.
Sergeant Pepper is a little more expensive than I'd sell both of them together. Excellent condition, hardly played. Nicole, I'd sell both of them shipped FedEx, $300 for both. So Nicole is interested in my Sgt. Pepper First Press and my Abbey Road First Press. $300 shipped for both. And one more time on the me and Mikey Rugler, we're going to be at the what court again? Crystal Court?
Mm-hmm.
The Crystal Court, it's on our page showing the description of me and Mikey's. We're going to be there at this everything Fab Four Fest celebrates the Beatles Rubber Soul November 6th through the 8th at Asbury Park, New Jersey. So thanks a lot for tuning in. Got some things coming in here in the next Monday. Should get quite a lot because there was a lot of mail that I would have got today, but the mail just doesn't get delivered as fast as it used to. So I should get it on Monday. Monday's always a big day on mail delivery.
Hold on one thing. Astro said Frank Target always having the green vinyl exclusive of the new Wings collection.
No, they have the new Wings.
Yeah,
And they have the Abbey Road green vinyl too, I think.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for Mikey, and thanks for everybody checking in with me tonight. And we will be back Wednesday for our next live stream at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks a lot, Sticker granddaughter, for helping out. See you later.